Hello and welcome back to Higher Sense with Haz, and today's review is going to be Gris Charnel Extrait by BDK Parfums. Gris Charnel Extrait by BDK Parfums is a follow-up to the popular and successful Gris Charnel by the same house. Now, this extrait version was released a few years ago in 2022, and today I'm going to have the pleasure of reviewing it for you. So, let's have a look at the box. Quite a simplistic black box, which has got the house name, the name of the fragrance, and it's also got the notes on the front as well. Now, I believe BDK Parfums, well, yes, they are French because it's BDK Parfums Paris. And as you can see, a list of the main notes are on the front there, so you can pause it and have a look, but I will run through it with you. This fragrance is described as a woody, spicy fragrance, and I'll run through the notes with you now. So, in the top, we've got cardamom, fig, and black tea. And then in the mid, we've got iris, bourbon vanilla, and cistus incanus, which is a new floral for me. And then in the base, we have sandalwood, Madagascar vanilla, tonka bean, cedar, and Indonesian patchouli leaf. These notes sound like a good combination. This is one of the reasons I wanted to review this. This is my first BDK Parfums review, and it's one that I was looking forward to. So let's unbox it. There's the box, as I've shown. Taking off the sleeve cover, and again, you've got a very plain looking but nice matte box, which has got the name of the house and Extrait de Parfum on the side, just so you know you haven't got the normal EDP. And then sliding the box open like so reveals, well, that's a good start, isn't it? But sliding the box open reveals the masculine fragrance. If you can tell by the shape of the bottle, it's implying that it's masculine in my opinion. So we've got the name of the house on there, BDK Parfums. Gris Charnel Extrait is the name of the fragrance, and looking at this bottle, it doesn't look like it's cracked or it's been damaged, so that's a win for the channel. So yes, it is 100 millilitres Extrait de Parfum. It's got some information on the bottom. I very much doubt you can see that, but I'll give it a go. So yes, here's the bottle. The top clicks into place. It's not coming off. It's a very weighty cap. It's a solid bottle as well. So let's give this a spritz. It's a decent atomizer. Nice cloud of fragrance there. Wow. Yeah, that's heavy and in your face. We'll give a couple of sprays on skin because we like to get the best experience here. Oh. Now, I will say that immediately you can tell that this is a heavy, spicy, woody Extrait de Parfum. There's no denying it. It's certainly not an eau de toilette. It's not kind of light and airy and projecting. It is powerful and it's overwhelming from the get-go. So what you get off the top, you get the warm, spicy cardamom. Then you get the nice fig note, which is almost like a kind of a sweet, fruity, but green note. And I would say that the most prominent note in here is the black tea. Now, black tea is relatively new to me. I haven't really had it in many fragrances. But in here, I can tell you that it's not the cardamom and it's not the fig that is the overwhelming presence here. So therefore, I believe it's the black tea. Now, the black tea gives a kind of a green nuance. It's green, it's slightly sweet. It goes alongside the fig very well. I'm guessing that's why they've put these two notes together. And then the warm and slightly spicy cardamom just rounds those three notes off. And it gives a very pleasing, opening, green, warm, spicy, heavy blast off the top. That's what I get from this. And I've worn this fragrance on a number of occasions over the last few days, and I'm pleased to report that this is not a linear fragrance. It does change over time. I'll go on to explain. So in the mid, you've got some iris, which is a kind of, it's a dark floral, it's a powdery floral. It's very obvious once you've smelled iris once, you'll be able to pick it out again. Now, the Cistus incanis, I'm not particularly sure what that smells of. I believe it's a dark floral. My guess is it's probably slightly sweeter to go with the rest of the profile notes in here. And then you've got the bourbon vetiver. I believe it's bourbon vetiver. Yes, it's bourbon vetiver, which is, again, it's a green, earthy, mossy kind of scent. Now, with the top being quite green and spicy, the mid, you've got some dark florals and slightly earthy, mossy notes, which is fantastic. And I think the layering in this, the perfume has done very, very well. And then moving into the base, you've got a number of notes, including, most prominently, in my opinion, you've got the cedar, which is a stronger, heartier wood. Very prominent in this once you get through to the base notes. You've got the Indonesian patchouli leaf, which, compared to normal patchouli, I think this is slightly greener. Normally, I class patchouli as a earthy, dirty, soily, dark supplementation. But with this, I feel the leaf is maybe a bit lighter and a bit greener, which again fits with the profile. And then you've got tonka bean, Madagascar vanilla and sandalwood. That adds a soft, creamy element. And when I say that this is not linear and it develops, this is exactly what I mean. Because if you look at the top, you've got warm, spicy, sweet green notes. Quite strong, quite prominent. Then in the mid, you've got dark florals and green notes moving into earthy notes. So you've got a lovely transition there. Totally different notes, but they link very well. They complement each other very well. And then coming into the base, you're getting a slight change. You're getting the woods, which is coming through to support the florals. And might I add, this gives excellent longevity to this fragrance. And then you've got the tonka bean, the vanilla, the Madagascar vanilla no less, and the sandalwood. Their sweet, creamy elements go very well with the wood, and it softens the fragrance. So at first, you're hit with strong, punchy, spicy greens. Then you've got the dark florals, which try and take the edge off that, but also give it an earthy support and another aspect. So you've got greens with fruit and spice in the top. Then in the mid, you've got dark florals with earthy notes. Then in the base, you've got the sweeter, woodier notes with a bit of patchouli in there. It transitions fantastically, and it really does give this fragrance some individual character. It gives it, fantastic transitional notes. So as I said, it's not linear and it develops on your skin as the day goes on. And for me, I do like a fragrance that stays fairly consistent. However, with this, I think it's perfect for certain places. I'll go on to describe where you wear it and why the transition may be good. So there's plenty of notes in there that complement each other great. They're blended very well. And I think it's an excellent choice from top to bottom. It flows well, it sits well, and that moves us on to the projection and longevity. So the projection on this, it is an extrait de parfum. I don't know if I can see what percentage of it is oil. I'll have a look if there's anything on the box here. I'm not sure that there is. Oh yes, 69% volume. Let's see if I can get that on the camera for you. So that means it's 31% perfume oil. Now, that is a decent amount of oil. And also with the choice of notes in there, it's got some very strong, solid base notes, and that helps to carry the fragrance. Now, the projection on this, it's all right, actually. It projects quite well. I would say a 2.5 feet projection, but it's the sillage which is the winner here. So the scent bubble, the cloud around you, it's thick, it's dark, it's dense, and it moves with you. So if you're in anyone's proximity, immediate proximity, they will smell this fragrance immediately. You can't miss it. It's almost like a deep, dark cloud. Fantastically pleasant, don't get us wrong. I could see that it might be slightly divisive amongst females, but I think that males would enjoy this fragrance, and it's certainly a very strong, woody, spicy, masculine scent that men would enjoy in the right circumstances. So the projection is decent. It's good, especially for an extrait de parfum, but the sillage is great. Now, the longevity of this on skin, like I've just sprayed, I'll just go in again because it's such a wonderful fragrance. Yeah, now when I've worn this, no problems with longevity, none at all. So for me, 8 to 10 hours, good, solid performance. Again, I've explained how I deal with performance. I would say if you can smell it from 2 or 3 inches, it's performing. Now this lasts very, very well. If you're into how long will it stay skin scent, God knows, because I wore this, I woke up the next morning and I could still smell it. So if you're talking about skin scents, way over 12 hours. But if you're talking about good solid performance here, I would say probably closer to the 9-10 hour mark for this. So I haven't tried the original Gris Charnel EDP. I've only tried this, but what I can assure you is if you want something that projects well and lasts a long time, so this is more for the day events, then this could certainly be a fragrance for you. So the price of this fragrance, this is a 100 milliliter bottle, and on their own website it's 270 euros, which I believe is around 250 quid. Cheapest I could find at retail was 240. I managed to get it for a bit cheaper than this on the forums, which is fantastic. And as you can see, there's a bit being used out the top, so I got a bit of discount. But at the end of the day, I want the fragrance in the retail bottle so I can not only show you what it looks like, but obviously test it on my skin. So that's why I buy partial bottles. It gives me better value for money, and I recommend you do that as well, and also enables us to do a full review for yourselves. So £240, best price for 100 millilitres, that's £2.40 per milliliter. So it's not the most expensive fragrance in the world, but neither is it the cheapest. I think personally, for the performance and the scent profile on this, I think it's worth it, and I can recommend this fragrance at the price point. Where to wear this fragrance? Well, personally, I think that this is ideal for potential day-to-day workwear, although it is heavy, so I would be easy on the sprayer. You can certainly wear this to business meetings, business socials, evening socials, or professional meetings, whether that's in public or in private. I certainly think that this is a classy fragrance, certainly one which is very masculine and can be dressed up. I don't really think this can be dressed down. So how I would wear this fragrance, I'll show you exactly. Personally, I think this is the best way to wear it. So you can wear it with a nice, smart black shirt like I shown before. So, you know, smart casual, business casual, or you can put a nice black or similar jacket on and you can wear it dressed up. This could be classed as business casual, but personally, I would wear it like this. This is how I would wear the fragrance. I'd wear it dressed like this, a good amount of sprays, 5 or 6 sprays, will last the whole day. And then if you're going to business meetings, professional meetings, business socials, because obviously I wouldn't wear shades indoors, but if I was going to business socials, outdoors, and other things like that, then certainly you can wear it like this. Smart casual, business, I think this would be absolutely perfect for that. And this fragrance here reminds me of this kind of outfit in that kind of scenario. I think this fragrance enables you to pull this kind of outfit off fantastically well with supreme confidence. Seasons to wear this fragrance. It has to be autumn and winter. You can't wear this in the spring and you can't wear it in the summer. Now I say you can't. You can, because, you know, I encourage anyone to do whatever they want within reason, as long as it's not bothering or harming anybody else. However, this is such a deep, dark, strong fragrance, then I don't think personally it would suit spring or summer. By all means, try it and let us know in the comments how it worked out for you. We're in the spring now. It'll be summer before we know it. If you want to wear this and rock it, you let us know the reaction you got. I'd be very interested to hear that from you. But personally, I've wore this on some colder days that we've had in single digits. Worn it dressed up with a jumper. Also worn it with a jacket when I was out at the quiz on the evening. And for me, I thought it was absolutely perfect. Autumn and winter, fantastic. It projects well. It lasts well. It'll cut through the cool or cold air. Not a problem. It's an excellent all-round performer for those autumn and winter months. So in conclusion, Gris Charnel Extrait by BDK Parfums. Apart from it having a very interestingly shaped bottle, I think it's a fantastic fragrance. It's my first wearing from the line and also from BDK Parfums. I've never experienced their fragrances before, so I didn't know what to expect here. I knew that this was fairly pricey for a brand that I hadn't experienced and hadn't really heard of before. So I thought, is this going to be a blind buy that I regret? And I can confidently say that it isn't. This fragrance will be a welcoming accompaniment to my fragrance line. I think it does fit some gaps that I've got, if you can say that I've got any gaps in the, the fragrance line I've got, which is probably over 250 now. That's not a flex or a brag. That's just what I've collected over the years. I'm a collector, I'm an enthusiast, and now I'm a reviewer. It's up to you to determine how good I am or how far I go. So yeah, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment below with your comments on this fragrance or the video, and that'll help the channel to grow. And I do thank you for that. We're approaching the 400 subscriber mark, which is fantastic. At 500 subscribers, I think I might do a little bit of a giveaway. And if you comment on the videos, you'll be entitled to go into that draw. And also if you subscribe to the channel. So if you haven't liked and subscribed, do it now. Get some comments in below and discuss this fragrance with me. Anyway, where was I? I've totally lost my train of thought. Yes, so I was given my dry down and conclusion of the fragrance. So I'm very glad that I bought this, and I went out on a whim and blind bought it. I thought the note profile would suit, and it certainly hasn't disappointed. So this will go in pride of place on my shelf, and it'll certainly be used in the cooler months. So I do look forward to that. So yes, BDK Parfums Gris Charnel Extrait. Is this the cool, suave, powerful, masculine fragrance that it purports to be? In my opinion, it's an absolute killer.